still got a bag of chocolate you're digging into at your desk. When those chemicals are out of balance, it's at the brain level. So it's not at anything you're doing. And we're finding with more and more chemicals in today's food supply, no matter how much you exercise and how much you control what you're eating, it's out of balance. And those neurotransmitters, once they're put back into balance, cause your body to go right back to where it was, and you get better results with just being a little bit more exercise-minded and watching what you eat a little bit more. The neurotransmitter testing as women is really super important for us. Men have one hormone. It's either on or it's off, okay? The hormones we deal with look like the dashboard of an airplane. There are buttons, there are diodes, there are toggle switches, there are so many. I mean, how many times have you been sitting there and your husband's been saying something and you're thinking, I'm just gonna smack you. Yes, honey. Okay, that's an example of you're not exactly letting out what you're actually thinking because your body's busy trying to balance out all those hormones. Now, sometimes he deserves it, sometimes he doesn't, but I'm saying probably 9 times out of 10, your attitude is controlled by your hormones. And so we need to get those back into balance. And it balances out the serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine will also help balance out the adrenal glands. And whose adrenal glands are not in hyperwarp speed? And when they're in hyperwarp speed, we get this, okay? Because we don't sleep enough, we eat cruddy stuff, we're always on the go, we're trying to do too much, and so we get this around the middle. So it also, when we balance out the neurotransmitters, is sleep like a baby, or I like to say sleep like you were unplugged, and then the alarm goes off and you feel good. You actually want to get up. You have a better mental picture every day. You're not going, oh wait, what? I can't believe that. And one of the things I've found with some people who I already have doing this is their appetite goes from here to here. I have one woman, 9 pounds in a week. She called me up crying. Now, is that the norm? Probably not. But was that great? Yeah. Because her neurotransmitters got balanced out. So we need to decide, and only you know. What are you doing? Are you lying to yourself about what you're eating and about how much you're exercising? Are you out of something to do? Is it really a hormone problem? Is it a mineral problem? Is it a vitamin problem? I urge you to get somewhere and get that figured out, because you're not going to lose weight unless you do. And you're not going to be able to control it. We've all had situations where we lose weight, and then guess what? Boing! And now it's not, we went from an 8 to a 10, now we're at like an 8 to a 12, and then we lose weight and we go back down to an 8, and then it goes up to a 14, and then we don't, and we just keep growing, and we keep thinking, oh my gosh. Okay, don't show me your hands because the camera's on, remember? I didn't want to be my mother. Okay, that's what ends up happening. We end up gaining and gaining and gaining. So we need to put your body back into balance. When the body's in balance, it doesn't really care. You can do from dawn until dusk. And that's the energy I want you to have too, by getting everything put back into balance. Lynn.
I have a friend who's going through this, you've probably heard of it, I don't know what the name of it is, but 500 calories a day.
HCG diet.
Thank you. And a friend of hers was on that, and she lost 17 or 20 pounds in 3 weeks. And I saw her last night, gave it all back.
Yeah, the problem with the HCG diet is it works really well for certain people in certain situations. And I don't have a problem with that diet if they meet 4 out of 5 criteria, and I will not tell you what those are because people then start trying to make it work.
Okay.
That's something you need to discuss with a practitioner. But everybody, it's like Americans spend billions on trying to lose weight. And yes, there are some people who they have a problem no matter what. But when we need to reset the hypothalamus in the brain, because then that's the HCG. But every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going, cool, I got 4 weeks till such and such special function, and then they think they're going to lose that weight, but it's not a healthy way to lose it, because then what happens is